Hello everyone, welcome to our episode of Super Reaction Bros. I'm Kristen.
I'm Christopher.
And of course we'd like to wish everybody here happy holidays.
Merry Christmas.
This is coming out Christmas Eve? I don't remember.
It's, yeah, you can keep talking. I think
I believe it's coming out Christmas Eve.
Yeah, this is Christmas
so
Eve.
So I hope we're all having a happy Christmas Eve. Merry Christmas Eve. So I figured we haven't done CinemaSins in a while, and B, we technically don't have any Christmas themed videos coming out today or tomorrow. So I figured we needed at least one. So that's what we're doing here today with Everything Wrong with Jingle All the Way in 14 minutes or less.
We have not done a CinemaSins since
Rise of Skywalker.
Yeah. That's...
So pretty much, Jingle All the Way is one of the films we grew up with for the holidays. It's based around the early days of Hell on Earth, aka Black Friday. Of the one super ultimate
the ultimate toy that's like hard to find because it's the the biggest toy of the year coming out.
That's what this movie was inspired by. So the basic premise is that Arnold Schwarzenegger is trying to get his kid a Turbo Man doll.
A father who's willing to do whatever it takes to get this Turbo Man doll.
Yes. So it's Arnold Schwarzenegger in a role of a big old American dad. Let that sink in.
Yeah. Along with Sinbad.
Yes, one of the rivals he has in getting his toy is Sinbad.
Yeah, post office man.
They go to pretty much 11 by the end of the film, and it's not a great film, but it's an entertaining romp.
Yeah, it's like there's certain films where it's like it gets to the point where even if it has like a ridiculous third act or a bonkers third act, it's the type of thing where it's like the rest of it, made up for it. It was like really, it stuck to like, Christmassy type of stuff, all that type of thing. And you had the late, great Phil Hartman as well in this.
Yes, doing an amazing job as always, as a guy trying to hook up with Arnold Schwarzenegger's wife.
Yeah, so fun times, and then
a family picture.
And then we don't talk about the sequel. So let's dive into this for, again, Everything Wrong, CinemaSins, Everything Wrong with Jingle All the Way. In 14 minutes or less. So here we go.
It takes 36 seconds to jingle all the logos. Discount Megamart. Never, ever, ever touch yourself right here in public, especially while holding a small child. Oh, I see. Striking a huge bomb forcefully with a blunt object actually diffuses it. Damn it, Jamie. That bowl of popcorn is huge. There is zero excuse to have that flowing over onto the table. I don't think Turbo Man would approve of your lack of focus on screen placement.
Dad's not home yet. This is everything.
Hey, you think you have problems with your paternity in this movie? Stick around for a few years, kid. Also, Father is too busy at work to properly care for his child in a Christmas movie cliche.
That's
from
true.
Santa Claus? I know office Christmas parties can get out of hand and stuff, but these people are having way too much fun. This is like Courtney B. Vance's character after he got hosed with the cocaine cannon. Not how you spell warehouse.
Don't you forget, you're my #1 customer.
God damn, I hate this character. I hate him so much that I'd rather see Sinbad win this movie. Yo,
he's really obnoxious.
Dojo. They're handing out so many belts today, it looks like they're training the army in the League of Shadows.
Ted, I baked you some cookies. To thank you for fixing my screen door.
And you brought them to a belt test at a karate school? Why wouldn't you just drop them off at his house? And at the very least, leave them in the car and deliver in the parking lot.
I'm gonna make it.
What's up with this premature celebration? He knows what time it is, and that the ceremony has already started. Wait, why was the cop sitting in traffic? Cops never sit in traffic. This delay is presumably because of an accident, so why isn't he up there helping clear the road?
I didn't make it.
Obviously, but also he knows he didn't make it if it's late enough that the fucking entire gym is cleared out.
What the hell are you doing on my roof?
The better question is how you didn't see him while driving up or exiting the car to go into the house.
And on top of that, I got a speeding ticket.
No, you got a ticket for being one of those cocknobs that take the shoulder while everyone else is waiting in traffic, wearing your tennis shoes in bed.
Purple's important to me, Dad. That's 1 away from green and 3 away from black.
Not really so.
What the fuck was he talking about there?
You're gonna be a real loser.
Well, it definitely won't be you.
Thanks, Dad.
Buying off your kid.
Dude, you have a mural of fucking Captain America on your wall.
Right here.
I wish I had that.
The doll.
Yeah. The Turbo Man doll.
I asked you to pick one up 2 weeks ago.
Not to harp on Liz too much, because the movie is making it appear that she's essentially a single mother, but she knows how forgetful and unreliable her husband is. So there's no way this would be the first time she would remind him about it. In fact, I don't understand why she didn't just pick it up herself 2 weeks ago.
Yeah,
That
true.
doll. Of course.
Here's the problem with this movie. Arnold Schwarzenegger actively attempting to comedically act. God bless it for trying. And I know he had some moments in Twins and Kindergarten Cop, but those seem more accidental. Here he's trying way too hard, and it's as cringy as him trying to explain
other
what
ones you
happened
can
with
tell
his
he's
maid a
like-
few years ago. Kissing Tom
Yeah,
Hanks'
doesn't
wife.
have to try
Who
too
the hell
hard.
actually has this?
Kissing Tom Hanks,
breakfast?
yeah.
Fresh poured OJ, scrambled eggs, and milk, along with the requisite Turbo Man cereal? This is a goddamn commercial.
It is.
You can't be going to the office.
What? I know people do some holidaying on Christmas Eve, but the whole thing is that Christmas Day is Christmas. Sure, Howard has been working hard like an asshole,
Yeah.
but he's also a big
I think
wig
my
and a
last
major
day at a
company.
job was on
He's
Christmas
not
Eve,
going to
so
get into the
like,
office at least a little while on Christmas f***ing Eve.
I have to pick up the DOLL.
If Jamie can't spell the word doll, this family has more important issues than
are being neglected.
This year, Turbo Man's gonna be there.
parade shadowing. What the hell
Parade
is that cereal all about? It looks like Nilla wafers and bananas. I'm not even saying that would taste bad, but I'm not buying that it would be a cereal either.
I've been watching a family of deer down by Lake Minnetonka.
I'm sure they've been fully purified though.
I got a Turbo Man for Johnny months ago. It's nestled safely under our tree.
God, are we supposed to like any of these characters? Ted is an asshole, Howard's an asshole, even the kid is kind of an asshole. Give me someone to root for, movie.
We are being set up by rich and powerful toy content.
Sinbad.
Toyin' on. Also, the cartoons
Toy-on.
in the 80s were thinly disguised commercials for toys, for sure. But by the 90s, the animated shows were purely made with no multi-platform profitability in mind.
That's why so many got
Power
canceled.
Rangers and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and Pokemon. Wait.
They
Wait.
spend millions of dollars on TV advertisement, and then they sit there and use subliminal messages to suck your children's minds out.
This is supposed to come off as crazy, but we did.
This
just
man's
get
supposed to be in the
Jamie
Shazam
Single reciting
sequel.
I know, right?
Commercial verbatim.
And then when you get the toy, it breaks.
No one will be seated while Sinbad works out his material for the next several months.
What's the
of the
big
Shows there it
issue?
is.
choking out a stranger.
The Turboman dolls, they're all gone.
I swear to God, this is what counts as actual dialogue in this movie. This movie is the opposite of show don't tell. It's tell and
Show here.
These guys are looking for a Turbo Man?
Hey, look who it is
Well, they've
too.
been for some time. Why are the giant f***ing displays still up?
This is war.
He makes a good point, going on. I used to have the
This
damn
works.
split.
Hey, lady!
This is definitely the worst Beastie Boys cover I've ever heard. Montage has got a montage, I guess, but aren't there f***ing Walmarts and Targets in Minneapolis? Those should be the first place he looks instead of the boutique stuff. If there's one thing we can take away from this interminable sequence, it's that retail workers are dicks during the holidays. And probably
No,
so,
no,
but
fuck
yes,
you.
They are. I know the kid wanted the action figure, but what about offering to buy the display instead of assaulting it? That would be rad in a kid's room that was
That would
obsessed
be
with this
cool, you know,
character.
like just try to get the display as well.
You deserve it.
God damn, this character can eat reindeer for all the unsolicited moves he puts on Howard's wife.
Ted's got everything under control.
Talking in the third person. Payphones. What is up with this movie's insistence on extreme close-ups? I'm sure the makeup department did an excellent job, but I don't need to see every pore on Arnold Schnoz.
You and I, we're the same kind of person.
I sort of doubt that.
That's racist. If you're shooting in Minneapolis, you're required to shoot at Mall of America. I think that's
Oh,
in
yeah.
the Constitution and everything. This bull right here. Look, I worked at a mall during the height of the Beanie Baby craze, and I had to fight off dozens of middle-aged women that were as soon as we
Oh,
opened the
I didn't
mall
know
again.
that.
It was not right. So, for reminding me of that f***ing moment in my life, I'm going to order this movie, I don't know,
30 cents.
I got it.
As Sinbad gloats here, it's apparent he got a lottery ball that, given the chaos in the store, doesn't mean jack f***ing. And I hate this movie even more than I remember. I would say that this is the most ridiculous scene in a mall that Arnold Schwarzenegger has been involved in, but
Then there's the one in Commando, yeah.
Commando, and I'm just not that strong of a person. This ball chasing scene goes on for some time. I haven't seen someone chasing balls this hard since the last Miley Cyrus video. The constructed bridge for children to play on is still standing after a former Mr. Universe jumps on it. This mom is rightfully concerned about the grown man going for her daughter, but she should also be concerned about the obvious choking hazard her daughter has just ingested a few
I
seconds
know,
ago.
right?
You want a Turbo Man for Christmas?
I'm not buying for a second that Mall Santa on Christmas f***ing Eve would have a line of kids with parents who wait until the last minute to do all their Christmas wrapping all the way around to the nearest Wetzel pretzel. Dogs in costumes.
All right. Keep your hands where we're going to see them.
Courtney Thorne-Smith's comment to Jim Belushi every day on the set of
Oh.
made its way into this movie.
That'll be $300.
I get that Santa Belushi didn't want to discuss the dollar figure in the mall, but never came up on the drive to the Santa sweatshop.
Nothing but a bunch of sleazy con men in red suits.
This movie's dumb.
I'm going to deck your halls, bub.
Hey, Big
And the
Show.
last time a mall Santa said this to me, I ended up not being able to write for a week. I know these Santas have taken umbrage against Howard's insults, but this is Christmas Eve, man. Don't they have much more pressing matters to attend to?
I wish my dad did stuff like this.
Dad envy.
Cause, Dad, when someone makes a promise, they definitely should keep
Oh
it.
my
It's not Jake
god.
Lloyd's fault.
I forgot
obviously.
how fucking obnoxious
This
the
kid
kid
is the most
was.
obnoxious, overbearing.
Yeah, see, like you just said, how
Big asshole and
obnoxious.
problem child. What is with this one finger and then you get coffee? This is weirder than just asking for a beer in a movie and no one ever asks what kind.
I was the hero then.
But after that, I got cast in this studio project Stallone wanted to put together, and even then, I only got a fucking cameo.
No.
Say you've been looking everywhere for a Turbo Man doll.
Wow, this magical radio magically increases the volume whenever it's in the mood for some magical exposition. Man, this diner is dope. You can drink openly at the counter, up the payphone, fight and break, and even get free coffee.
Hey, look, you guys, the radio station's just 2 blocks down on Wabasha.
But how does that help them? The radio announcer said the first caller with the right answer. By the
First
time
caller.
they get down there, someone else would have called in and won. I mean, they won't have in this movie, but that doesn't make it any less bull.
I tried to be your teammate. I wanted to be your friend, but no! You had other plans.
I don't know how many stimulants were in circulation around 1990, but I guarantee you at least 75% of them went to this movie set. Yeah, close enough. Roll credits. They sent this many cops in response to a DJ's distress call. Everyone survives this.
I know, right?
Man, if it's this easy to trigger the vocal response, Johnny must have known what he was getting for the last 2 months.
Now bring us a figgy pudding.
This Christmas Carol can eat a it's all predicated on wishing the recipient a Merry Christmas, then they go right into the demand for pudding. The song.
Get in here.
Arnold Schwarzenegger went up to Brian Levant and said, "Hey, remember how that squirrel chase was in Christmas Vacation?" And Levant said, "Yeah, that was the worst ever." And Arnie said, "Well, let's do that, but with the reindeer." And then Levant said,
Jesus.
And they showed each other their
And they show each other their dicks.
How stupid is this executive of a successful company supposed to be?
I've been listening to your version of the truth for far too long now.
Oh, good. We're finally at the protagonist fight before the final act of the movie cliche.
Third act
Dad,
breakup.
would you drive us?
Of course.
Man, Ted's Rita Wilson boner must be super intense if he's willing to neglect all of the destruction to his house to drive her to a Christmas Eve parade. Where the did this drawing come from? It's not the same one that just made Howard tear up a second ago.
It's time.
Yeah, look, it's different.
Promises.
Yes, if I do this one single act of something for my son, I'm sure it'll undo years
Here's
of
the bad
he's
issues.
endured.
The parade's already started.
Yeah, what's up with that? They've been jacked up about this parade all day, and they don't know what time it began?
Hey, we'll meet you there.
Yeah.
And don't go wandering off!
And we're not going to check with Owen's parents to make sure they don't care to watch both of you because we're assholes. Who the hell is running this thing? You can't put Bert and Ernie, Leo from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Snoopy, Gumby, Barbie, and whoever the these robots are, and Sonic the Hedgehog right in the same area. You gotta spread that out. He tries to win back my goodwill by inserting Paddington into the parade, and I'm here to say movie is way
Too fucking late.
Who gets that excited about Cat in the Hat? Even Mike Myers' kids don't give a about that.
Ah.
Did you just think 4th Street? Sorry, pal, all the roads are packed. Everybody's trying to get to the parade.
But Ted literally just pulled right up to it. So which path did he take to get to the parade? Also, do the Langstons not have a second vehicle? We know Howard is never around, so is Liz transporting Jamie on
That
a
is
bicycle?
true.
Or maybe she uses the chopper. Many, many minutes of cartoonish cat and mouse chasing despite it having all to do with the central storyline. Sure, Howard seems like the type of dude who wouldn't react if several strange guys started forcibly removing his clothes in a darkened warehouse.
And you should know, the doctor said Pete actually showed some brain activity this morning. Yeah, that's a really good sign.
This guy.
This
And
fucking
then you would be the lucky winner of a special edition Turbo Man doll.
Jesus Christ, me in the ass with his doll business. Howard's a dad and a bad husband, but because he can fit into the Turbo Man suit, he'll eventually win back his family's love. I hate this movie so hard, I want to give it an atomic wedgie and a swirly at the same time. Can someone tell me what the purpose is of the trampolining cop?
He knows my name.
And this doesn't raise a red flag for Liz. I know people give Howard but I think Liz is a worse parent.
Go ahead.
Yes, go ahead and run up to that strange man in a skin-tight latex suit that wants to give you a toy.
How did you know my name?
How can you not tell that it's your father when you're standing this close to him? Myron, who's a f***ing mailman, by the way, is able to shoot a zip
really
the
is.
street, slide down it, and stick the landing.
That's right, Turtle Man. Thought you could outsmart me.
But how would Myron know that Howard was in the Turbo Man suit?
You know what? Nobody likes you, Booster.
Oh yeah, Booster.
We don't like you.
You don't like
abuse.
Mascot
What you gonna
abuse.
do now, kid?
Yeah!
It wouldn't be a 90s family film without a
Kicked in that.
Sinbad getting kicked. I'm almost willing to remove a sin, but I can't do that.
We have the
Think
children.
about and the movie House Guest. Also, we have cape, we have no cape.
That's true.
I would try to run after you and intervene with this crazy guy, but I've got a really good spot on this parade route. I'm sure you understand. Man, no one even attempts to thwart this son of a bitch from chasing this kid down. I guess Minnesotans really are polite. I sure am glad he didn't hit any of these buildings, causing major harm to people and property, all while earning Bruce Wayne's deep disappointment. So, should I send the terrible special effects or the fact that a jetpack built for a parade show would never work like this? Or that Howard survives all this? Or that... who cares?
Jamie, I got you!
Howard realizes that grabbing Jamie here would put him in more danger than his current situation, right? Because I don't think he does. Is Howard celebrating that he might have murdered Myron? Because I think...
Yeah, you think he might murder Myron.
I wish the dad could have been here, you know.
God, this kid is so unobservant that I don't think he deserves
There's a dad.
Howard! Yeah, let's just overlook everything that's happened up until now and that Jamie is almost dead because of him. I mean, he looks so hot in that suit. Liz.
I'm sorry about that little tension we had on the roof up there.
Hey, it's cool.
Sure, I get kidnapped and nearly
felt like that every Christmas Eve.
A post-credit scene? Just because the movie featured a flying man in a suit, it ain't Iron Man.
I don't want to go.
Did you know that we create monthly exclusive videos for our
that was funny.
I don't know, Peter. Meth is a hell of a drug.
extra sit?
That was funny.
That honestly, yeah, like I said, it's not a good film, but I did.
It's one of those films that you can still sit back and enjoy. Like yeah, that's what I'm trying to look for. Hang on.
All the his little bits at the end.
The little bits they usually do at the end.
Of a sin, because it's so silly.
Pick our next video and see the exclusives at patreon.com/CinemaSins or click the link in the description below. Spider-Man is not a parade. You do not need to stop traffic for Spider-Man.
Oh yes, we've been busy, but I like that.
Love Actually.
Hey, does not exist in this dojo.
Cobra Kai.
What the hell are you doing on my roof?
The next day, he and 4 other inmates took turns pissing into the bitch's ocular cavity.
What?
Fuck. Ron, why did you say that? Password.
If you had gotten in the backseat of the car, we could have figured this whole thing out.
Come on, what are you, chicken?
Nobody calls me chicken needles.
He took him with his foot, and he kicked him.
I'm a person, and my name is Anakin.
Wadsworth, am I right in thinking there is nobody else in this house? Finally!
Call me Booger.
That's right, Turtle Man. Thought you could outsmart me, didn't you? You are not sending me to the cooler.
The cooler.
But yeah, it's not a great film, but it's just...
But that's why I said there's certain films, that's why we said before, either there's films that are not the greatest, but you know what? People live with them. People grew up with them, and it's like they enjoy them, even with all of its major flaws it has for the film. You just sit back and you enjoy it and be like, yeah, I'll enjoy it, I'll watch it, and that's what this film is with us. Where it's like, we sit back and we enjoy it, we have fun with it, at least.
Yeah, it's a movie of its time.
Yeah.
So it hasn't aged well. So other than that, if you're new to the channel, you hit the like button. If you want to talk to us more about stuff like this, comment down below. If you want to share us around, share it around. And if you like us just a little bit more than anybody else when it comes to talking about CinemaSins like this, hit the subscribe button down below and hit that bell icon as well.
Let us know what you guys thought of the CinemaSins. Are you also are you pretty much one of those as well where, even though it's a bad film, you enjoyed this film for Jingle all the way. You grew up with the film like we did, and it's just something that it doesn't really bother you too much. Do you have any other films that are like that where it maybe really it's not that greatly reviewed or just a bad film, but you know what, you enjoy it, you have fun with it, and it's like it doesn't bother you too much. I mean, do you have any that pop up in mind? Let us know in the comments down below. Put down what you thought of our reaction as well, but most importantly, we thank you for watching.
So until next time, I'm Kristen.
I'm Christopher, and have a Merry Christmas.
So, of course, this has been a very Jingle All the Way filled episode of SRB.
See ya later.
Hey guys, thanks for watching.
If you want to check out our previous reactions,
or any one of our other SRB shows,
check out one of our playlists down below.
If you want to check us out in the social universe,
you can find us on Twitter
and Stardust
@SuperReactBros.